Yo, DramaLoop fam, get ready for a wild ride because we're diving headfirst into the biggest stories hitting the headlines. First up, TD Bank is making some serious moves in its legal department after a money laundering scandal, bringing in a big name from a rival. You won't believe who they tapped as their new top lawyer. Next, we're heading down to Tasmania, where a massive betting scandal has completely exposed the racing stewards. We're talking about officials caught gambling on races they were supposed to oversee. The integrity of the sport is on the line, and the public is outraged. Then, buckle up because we're diving into what might be Donald Trump's biggest corruption scandal yet, with explosive allegations of back-to-back deals, enriching powerful families, and potentially compromising national security. The details are absolutely mind-blowing. And finally, Andrew Cuomo's comeback campaign is already mired in controversy, as his newly hired pollster has a history of calling him arrogant and out of touch during his 2021 resignation. Can he recover from this? Stick around to find out everything you need to know. Hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss an update. TD Bank's legal shakeup, a scandalous new hire. The financial world is buzzing as TD Bank announces a significant change at the top of its legal team, appointing Simon Fish, the former general counsel for rival Bank of Montreal, as its new top lawyer. This move comes in the wake of a major money laundering scandal that has rocked TD Bank, raising questions about the timing and implications of this high-profile hire. For years, TD Bank has been grappling with allegations of failing to prevent money laundering, leading to significant regulatory scrutiny and hefty fines. The appointment of Fish, a seasoned legal mind from a prominent Canadian institution, suggests a strategic effort by TD Bank to bolster its legal defenses and restore confidence following this tumultuous period. The question on everyone's mind is whether Fish's expertise can navigate the complexities of the ongoing scandal and steer the bank towards a more secure future. Public reaction has been mixed, with some praising the move as a sign of strength and decisiveness, while others express skepticism, wondering if this is merely a cosmetic change or a genuine commitment to reform. Analysts are closely watching how this leadership shift will impact the bank's regulatory standing and its ongoing efforts to rebuild trust with customers and investors. The coming months will be critical in determining the effectiveness of this controversial appointment. This is just the beginning of our deep dive into the stories that matter. But first, did you know a major scandal has completely exposed the Tasmanian racing stewards for betting on the races they officiate? Tasmanian racing in turmoil, stewards caught in betting scandal. The integrity of Tasmanian racing has been thrown into question after an explosive scandal revealed that 5 racing stewards, including the chief steward, were found to have placed bets on horse races, some of which they were responsible for officiating. This breach of conduct has sent shockwaves through the sport, sparking public outrage and prompting calls for significant reforms. The investigations, launched by Tasmanian Racing Integrity Commissioner Sean Carroll, uncovered a pattern of questionable behavior among stewards. Between January 2023 and June 2025, multiple stewards engaged in betting activities, with one acting chief thoroughbred steward, Mike Castillo, placing over 200 bets. While investigators found no evidence of race fixing, collusion, or money laundering, the act of stewards betting on races they oversaw fundamentally compromised the fairness and transparency of the sport. TAS Racing has since dismissed 3 stewards due to betting violations or other serious misconduct, with one additional steward remaining suspended. The scandal has ignited a firestorm of public discussion, with many demanding stricter oversight and harsher penalties for those who violate trust. TAS Racing has responded by vowing to implement new measures to strengthen integrity, including clearer wagering rules and enhanced staff training. The overarching sentiment is that while the financial gains may have been minor, the damage to the sport's reputation is substantial, and restoring public confidence will require a rigorous and transparent approach to enforcement. This is just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to the controversies we're uncovering today. But what if we told you that Donald Trump is facing allegations of his biggest corruption scandal yet, involving multi-billion-dollar deals and national security concerns. Trump's explosive corruption allegations, a $2 billion bribe. An explosive New York Times exposé has brought to light a series of back-to-back deals that allegedly enriched the Trump family, the Witkoff family, and the ruling family of the United Arab Emirates, raising serious questions about corruption and national security. The report details a $2 billion investment by an Emirati royal into a cryptocurrency company owned by the Trump and Witkoff families, followed just 2 weeks later by the White House agreeing to sell the UAE hundreds of thousands of advanced AI chips, despite internal wariness due to UAE-China ties. While the Times states there is no direct evidence of a quid pro quo, ethics lawyers cited in the report argue that these deals violate longstanding norms of deal-making among senior officials and their children. The report highlights how key officials wary of the chip deal were removed after a MAGA provocateur questioned their loyalty, paving the way for Trump's AI and crypto czar, David Sachs, to take a leading role with a White House ethics waiver. Economists have suggested that if linked, these transactions could represent the largest public corruption scandal in U.S. history, dwarfing even the Teapot Dome scandal. The allegations have sent shockwaves through political circles, with Senator Elizabeth Warren calling for a halt to crypto legislation until these deals are fully investigated. Political scientists have characterized the situation as an example of straight-up kleptocracy. The public reaction is one of shock and concern, with many demanding transparency and accountability for actions that could undermine national security and erode public trust in government. We're peeling back the layers on some of the most shocking stories out there. But can Andrew Cuomo make a political comeback when his own new pollster has publicly called him arrogant and out of touch? Cuomo's comeback bid, pollsters' past criticism surface. Andrew Cuomo's attempt to re-enter politics as a mayoral candidate has been complicated by the emergence of past critical remarks from his newly hired campaign pollster, Cornell Belcher. Belcher, known for his work on Barack Obama's presidential campaigns, had publicly described Cuomo as arrogant and out of touch in 2021, following the former governor's resignation amid sexual misconduct accusations. In televised appearances and social media posts shortly after Cuomo stepped down as governor in August 2021, Belcher expressed strong disapproval of Cuomo's perceived justifications for his resignation. "The arrogance of man has run its course in politics," Belcher stated on MSNBC, adding that Cuomo can't win a Democratic primary in New York. He further tweeted about the arrogance of powerful, out-of-touch men in our politics. These comments have resurfaced as Belcher joins Cuomo's mayoral campaign team, raising questions about the strategic implications of this hire. Cuomo's campaign spokesman, Rich Azzopardi, suggested that Belcher, like many others, may have changed his views after gaining more information. "A lot of people said things years ago before they had all the facts who later went on to endorse, support, and work for his campaign because they know Andrew Cuomo is the mayor this city needs," Azzopardi stated. Despite these assurances, the situation highlights the challenges Cuomo faces as he trails in polls for the November general election, with this staffing shakeup aiming to bolster his independent campaign. And that's just a glimpse of the drama unfolding. Stay tuned for our lightning round recap and make sure you're subscribed. All right, DramaLoop fam, that's a wrap on today's top stories. We saw TD Bank bring in a new legal chief amidst money laundering woes, the Tasmanian racing world rocked by stewards betting on races, explosive corruption allegations surrounding Donald Trump's business dealings, and Andrew Cuomo's campaign facing hurdles with his pollsters' past criticisms. Don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, ring that notification bell, drop a comment below with your thoughts, and follow us on all social media platforms for even more drama. We'll see you in the next one.